I think alien ships are disguising themselves as stars.
Let me share a story with you. I think it was about 2015, 2016. I was staying at a Vipassana meditation center, which is like a silent retreat. You go and you stay for a week, and all of your meals are provided. Everything is, you have a bedroom and food and shelter and a schedule. And it's about 3 or 4 hours a day, broken up, morning, afternoon, evening, meditation. And then the rest of the day is just silence. Nobody speaks to each other. You just are in silence. And I can say it was definitely one of the most difficult things I've ever done. But during that time, I think it was maybe we had just finished the retreat, and I was staying to volunteer for a couple of days, and I made a friend. So after the retreat, we all got to actually talk to each other. So we were all sitting in the dining hall and made friends and everything. And I made friends with this guy, Matt. He was really cool. Probably the closest thing to a living Buddha I'd ever come into contact with. He was just fully present, fully detached from this world, fully just there was nothing left to bind him to this world. There was nothing controlling him. He was free as fuck. And so, like, we were friends and stuff, and I talked with him for a few days, and then one night, I'm asleep, and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. He comes in, and he wakes me up, and he's like, but you gotta come outside. Like, we would sneak out normally, and we'd walk up to this apple field. There was an orchard, like an actual apple orchard, and nights we would walk out, we'd go up there, and we would just sit on these huge crates of apples and pick apples from trees and eat them. And so I thought he was waking me up to do that, and I was like, dude, I'm way too tired, like, I can't go. And he's like, no. He's like, trust me, you gotta come outside. Like, you gotta come see this right now. Like, this is worth it. I was like, okay, like, I can't imagine what it could be, but let's go. He's like, just trust me, let's go. So I go outside with him. He's like, look up, tell me if you see what I see. And he points up at this star, and it's like twinkling real big, and then kind of dancing around, and then twinkling. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking weird. What is that? And then all of a sudden, it just starts going crazy, moving all sporadic, and then it comes down, literally, like, over the field that we're standing in. In this field, we're probably a good, between the building and the woods, it's probably a good, I don't know, 600 to 800 yards. There's like a decent field there. And it's just hovering over this field. And it's huge, and it looks like, I don't know, it just looks like a star. Like, it's lights, like beams of light, in perfect angles, 90-degree angles. And it just sits there and twinkles around, and then it goes all crazy right in front of us, and then shoots back up into the sky, and then dances around for a second, and then goes and sits right back where it started, and just sits there. And I'm like, huh? What the fuck was that? And he's like, yeah, you saw that, right? Like, I'm not crazy. You saw that. And I was like, yeah, I saw that. I was like, I don't know what that is. And then, I don't think we went back to sleep. We just stayed up. We talked. I think we even walked up to the orchard. And it was one of the wildest things I've ever seen. Do I think it's aliens? I didn't get the sense that it was a physical craft, but at the same time, the thought that comes to mind is the Modest Mouse song. The stars are projectors. And then, there's been a lot of music that talks about the stars deceiving us and being something else. I don't know if they're alien craft. I don't necessarily know if I believe that aliens are here. I lean more towards the idea that it's technology, and that the entire reality is based on technology. If you look at our biology on a micro level, it works just like a little biological machine. So I think the entire reality is machinery. And I think the purpose of the machinery, including our bodies, is to house and contain the essence of whatever we really are, and then condition that to consent. So I don't believe in the whole ET thing at all. I think it's just another projection to convince us yet again of our smallness and insignificance, right? And I think that's all that most of anything in this reality is to convince us to submit, convince us to obey. There's something bigger, there's something smarter, there's something more powerful, there's something more knowing, there's something more righteous. That's the entire program here, is to demean and belittle us as if we aren't parts of fucking God. Yeah. So now that my main account got banned, I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. It's crazy that people can come on here and just say wild shit, like they're putting fucking humans in McDonald's, and I just see all these videos, and they don't have any problem. They have 20,000 fucking views and likes and all this other shit, and all I'm saying is I think that we've been set up from the beginning, and I don't trust anything in this fucking reality, and I get banned for saying that. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's weird, the critical thinkers out there, the ones that pay attention to fucking patterns and the way that things operate. If the ETs were really here to fucking help us, gosh, it just doesn't reflect that in the reality. And the whole, they can't interact with us because of free will. Well, what about the ones that are going against our free will? It just doesn't make fucking sense, dude. It's all gaslighting. I don't believe that any of the things are here to help us other than each other, the ones that are in it, right? Like in the prison, who is trying to help the fucking prisoners other than the other prisoners? No one. The entire thing's fucked. So yeah, that's my take on it. I don't think the ETs are here to help us. I don't think they're coming to save us. I lean more towards we're in an isolated field, and again, it's all propagated for one singular purpose, so that at the time of the natural demise of this physical vessel, any and all of us are more than likely to submit to what we perceive as a higher intelligence, whether that's aliens or Jesus or Buddha or whatever. All of it to me is designed for submission of the spirit. Yeah, so that's just my opinion on what I think. Like the stars, again, it's outside of us. So anything that we're looking at in this reality outside of us, I don't think it's here to help us. Other than the other real beings that you can talk to that look like you and me, the ones that are actually out here trying to get to the bottom of things and not just regurgitate what everyone else is talking about. Because I'm not here to fucking entertain people. I'm here to figure this shit out and then take it down. Because so far I have no reason, no evidence in my personal life or in looking out into the world and noticing the patterns. I have no evidence that says that this place is here to help us, that it does anything but drain us, right? As time goes on, and that's reflective in everything in this reality, as time moves forward, things degrade, things deteriorate, things don't get better, including our spirit in this fucking place. Like, think about a child. Are they more alive later on in life, or is life constantly leaving them? Is this entire reality, this entire system, the entire fucking all of it, all designed to slowly degrade and deteriorate, but explain it away in ways that make sense on one level, but then there's a few of us that are out here like, ever since I was a kid, man, something's not right here. Somebody's not telling me something that I really need to know, and the people around me don't seem to be fucking any the wiser to what's going on here. So, yeah, that's just my fucking 2 cents and my angry rant after getting my fucking main account taken for just saying simple shit like this when people are out here fucking saying the most ridiculous things, but they don't get, yeah, it's real. I'm on to you, you fucking motherfucker.